Alright, so we're going to go into the Armory next. So it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a place where you can put up all your cool weapons and armor that you find throughout the game. And there are a lot of places in here to display things. And it has a sorting system just for the Armory, like the one that we just saw. So the one that we use in the library will also sort into the Armory, but you can also just do one straight here into the Armory. So this is actually it. It won't display everything, but very specific things it will display, like the base armors from the game and things like that. So these are all the things that I've got displayed right now. If I had something else, I could drop it in here and it would sort it out. Now, when it's sorting, it gets really janky, and you can actually go out here and watch it sort through the different displays. Maybe I missed it already. There it goes. Alright, yeah, so it stops down here on the Nordic stuff. So, it's got displays for all the main types of armor in the game. Blades armor, Dwarven. I think Dwarven... Where's my Dwarven helm? I think I might have melted it down. I've got a ton of Dwarven stuff up. Orcish. I had a full Orcish set that Lydia over here was using. By the way, Lydia is wearing a combination of steel plate and witch plate. Is that right? Lydia, are you wearing witch plate?
I've got your back. I am sworn to carry your
Spellbinder,
burdens.
which is obviously a mod armor. It's one of my favorite mod armors. And then I'm using witch plate, full witch plate, on my Redguard female character here. It's a very cool look, I think. I love the glowing runes all over it, and it's a pretty high level armor too. So, anyway, so Orcish, Glass. I haven't found any glass armor yet, but I found a ton of glass weapons. And what's cool is he has also made support for mod weapons in here. So we've got the glass scimitar, and there's some other ones that will go around this as well. It gets pretty deep and in depth on this stuff. There's Elven. You can put the light helmet and what is called the medium, I guess, as well. And then all the weapons. The bow goes up top, shield goes there. I don't have any Nordic yet. There's the Falmer, and there's 2 sets of Falmer you can put there. Then basic steel armor and steel plate with the steel sword and its weapons. Again, shield and bow. Iron armor. You can actually mount 2 shields there. And then we've got the Forsworn. And then these don't auto... Oh yeah. These guys are a little bit janky, so you have to go in and fix them. So he goes back, and then I just give him his shield back. But there are locations for each type of hold guard as well. You have to manually place this stuff, and there's a weapon rack on either side for them. But I think that's a really nice touch. I need to get helmets for some of them, and I don't have all of them. And even this one has like a spot for the Helm of Winterhold, which I have to go get. I think this is Solstheim, the new DLC area, which I haven't been to yet. So we've got Ebony over here, and then Falkreath. Was that Whiterun? I think that's Whiterun. And then that's Stalrim, which is armor from Morrowind that I think came over in the Dragonborn DLC. Then you've got Dawnguard, armor 2 types right there. And then a couple more guards, Dawnstar, and then Dragonbone and Daedric. So the mod that I have, one of the mods I have, Moraloot, I believe there's only 1 set of Daedric armor in the entire game. It is not craftable, and you have to find it piece by piece. Alright, so off of this, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms. The downstairs room is the biggest, but also has the least amount of stuff in it for me right now. So this is the first one. This is kind of the main one where I put the stuff that my character ends up wearing or using throughout the game. It can be a little slow. There it is. Oh, actually, this is just some of the cooler looking stuff, I think. So you can see different stuff. Same thing, mannequins. I've just got brick and plate harness, banded iron, some different weapons here and there. Brigand Dwemer, which I think is really cool looking, but I haven't found much of that in the game. Nordmail. A lot of this is from Immersive Armors. And I've got heavy armor installed as well. Ancient Nord Gauntlets, which is a high-end set. And you've got Bosmer Reinforced. So there's Bosmer armor in this game, which is really cool. And then the Boiled Chitin from Morrowind, which I don't like the look of that at all, but it is what it is. And then you've got some other types of swords. There's a spear, which is cool. I like the look of the sword. So some of the stuff is just placeholders for me. I'm just putting it in place and getting an idea of what I like and what I don't. And I'll move it all later. Trying to figure out exactly how I want to lay this place out. So I've got these two divided into, one is a racial room, so it's got kind of racial armors, and the other one's got a faction room, but I always forget which one is which. I think this is the racial room here. Wait for it. Yeah, no, this is factions. So, see, I messed up again. So, we've got College of Winterhold, nothing. Then this cult and their mask, which is a Dragonborn thing, I think. And then you've got Stormcloak Officer, and then Imperial General, and then Stormcloak Hero. And I'm waiting for the Imperial Hero, which I think I might have. I don't have anything on that. I've also got Dagger display cases, which one of the rooms I have stuff in. I've got Vampire Armor, the Thalmor Armor, Thieves Guild, and the Dark Brotherhood. And then I don't really have any weapons in here. So the other one is the racial room. And I like this room because some of the racial armors are pretty cool and unique. So, and I've also got the painted shields up around the top, which I think do a really good job. You can actually paint your own shields in some spots. So we've got the light Bosmer armor right here. Really cool. Red Guard armor. Just a regular old Imperial, which I'll probably get rid of that. I'll see. Stormcloak. I really like this. Dwarven Mage. So there's 3 types of Dwarven armor now, besides just the regular heavy stuff. There's Mage, there's Brigand, which looks more flexible. And then that's about it. And I've got some plain looking swords in here. So Bastard Sword, Hunting Sword, Crusader. And again, these are from like Lost Longswords and Jesus, and a few other mods that are out there. I think I might have some daggers in here. Nope. I don't know where all my daggers are. And we'll go to the bottom room next, and then we'll be done with the armory. But the armory is really cool, obviously. Alright. So I've got another shield in here. I don't have any armor in here yet. I got one sword, Gungnir. So this is a sword I've used. So this is the room I'm planning on using. Dragon Priest Dagger. I did not use that. You can see all along the sides we've got weapons locations, more shield racks, more mannequins. And then we've got this Tombstone Ceremonial Greatsword. So these are 2 similar swords with different skins on them. So I thought it worked out. Malakath's Cleaver. It's a unique version of that thing. And then you've got the Nordic Moonstone Shield, which I think I have another one of those around here somewhere. Then the Nordic Dwemer Blade, which I think is awesome looking. Oh, that's Malakat's Cleaver. Ares. And Tombstone, okay. And then the Executioner Sword, or Axe. And then a few more kind of unique looking armors and whatnot. Ein Hajar set, although this is weird because one piece is heavy and everything else is light, which I thought was really odd. The helmet is the same amount of armor as the chest piece, so this is a really cool looking one. Crimson Archer. There's actually a full set of the Crimson Archer, which I actually might have. No, I've got it somewhere. I found the boots. And then this is some cool armor. Apotheos armor. Again, I'm not 100% sure what mod it comes from, but it's very cool. Ringmail. I don't really like the ringmail. Ranger and Scaled. So just a few different things here. A lot going on. I've got my bows down here. But that's the full armory. The only thing I wish for is there were more of these dual sword rack things. That would be great. But otherwise, I can't really argue with it. There's a couple here. But I kind of wish some of these shield racks were dual sword racks instead of these wooden racks. But that is the armory. Next we'll do the safe house.